Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Monday, May 20. Kristina's baby emergency. Sonny's surprise witness horror. Joss rescues Dex. General Hospital. Spoilers for Monday, May 20 reveal that Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, will dote on Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, in their wedding suite as they enjoy their first night as husband and wife. Meanwhile, Gregory Chase, Gregory Harrison, will clear the air with Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, and offer an apology for dredging up the past recently. Finn and Gregory will make amends as they try to make the most of the time they have left together. Over the phone, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, will assure someone that they didn't fail, so that call may involve some last-minute strategizing with Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, regarding the hearing in Albany. At Kiev, Anna Devon, Finola Hughes, will corner Jack Brennan, Charles Mashore, in his hospital room. Brennan will be stable by then, but Anna may have a hunch that the wound he got in prison was self-inflicted. And viewers know it indeed was. Whatever the case, Anna will insist that Brennan is never more dangerous than when he appears harmless. It's clear that Anna will refuse to view Brennan as a victim and may put extra security on him since this whole thing seems like a setup for his escape. Next, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, will deal with the horror of what Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, just witnessed. It'll leave Sonny wondering when exactly Kristina came in, but she obviously saw enough to realize her dad's out of control. Kristina watched as Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, held Sonny back from doing more damage to Dex Heller, even Hofer, and heard him threaten both their lives. All the drama will leave Kristina clutching her baby bump in distress, so Blazaka Allison Rogers, Jacqueline Grace Lopez, will tell Kristina that they have to go to the hospital with her own emergency. Kristina will be an emotional wreck, but Blaze will do her best to calm her down and make sure a doctor examines her ASAP. As for Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, she'll come to Dex's rescue and realize he needs urgent medical care as well. Sonny roughed Dex up pretty good, especially his eye, so Jocelyn will apparently insist on taking him to Guille. Back with Jason, he'll get in touch with Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and ask her to come to the Metro Court right away. Carly will get updates on Sonny clobbering Dex and spinning out in front of Kristina, so she'll definitely have concerns. General Hospital spoilers say Sonny could find himself in handcuffs soon, so we'll bring you more predictions related to his legal issues and any other shocking news to come. The sun peeped through the curtains of General Hospital as the bustling day began. Nurses hurried down the corridors, doctors consulted their schedules, and patients awaited their fate. The tension in the air was palpable, a feeling that would only intensify as the day unfolded. Kristina Corinthos Davis lay in her hospital bed, clutching her swollen belly. It had been a difficult pregnancy, and today was no exception. Her face was a mask of pain and fear, her usually strong demeanor shattered by the throbbing contractions that racked her body. The doctors had warned her of potential complications, but nothing had prepared her for this moment. The baby's arrival was imminent, and the medical team was doing everything they could to ensure both mother and child would be safe. Dr. Finn entered the room, his face grave yet calm. "Kristina, we need to get you into surgery. The baby's in distress, and we can't wait any longer." Kristina nodded, tears streaming down her face as she gripped her mother Alexis's hand. Alexis whispered soothing words to her daughter, though her own heart pounded with anxiety. Meanwhile, in another part of the hospital, Sonny Corinthos paced the floor, his mind racing. He had received an urgent call that morning, a call that had upended his world. A surprise witness had come forward in a crucial trial, threatening to expose secrets that could dismantle everything he had built. Sonny's face was a mixture of anger and fear as he tried to make sense of the situation. The witness was a ghost from his past, someone he thought he had silenced long ago. He knew he had to act quickly, but the situation was out of his control. As Sonny grappled with his predicament, Jocelyn Jax was on a mission of her own. Her boyfriend, Dex, had gotten himself into yet another mess, and Joss wasn't about to let him face it alone. Dex had been caught up in a dangerous deal gone wrong, and now he was trapped with no way out. Joss's heart raced as she navigated the back alleys of Port Charles, her mind set on rescuing him. Joss finally found Dex in a dimly lit warehouse, bruised and battered but alive. She ran to him, her eyes filled with concern and determination. "Dex, we have to get out of here. Now." Dex winced as he tried to stand. "Joss, he shouldn't be here. It's too dangerous." "I'm not leaving without you," Joss replied fiercely, helping him to his feet. Together they made their way out of the warehouse, dodging shadows and keeping a watchful eye for any sign of danger. Back at General Hospital, the situation had reached a critical point. Kristina was wheeled into the operating room, her breaths coming in short, panicked gasps. Dr. Finn and his team worked quickly, their hands moving with precision and urgency. Alexis watched from the sidelines, her heart in her throat as she prayed for a miracle. Sonny, unable to be with Kristina due to his own crisis, found himself outside the courthouse, his mind racing with strategies to deal with the unexpected witness. He had called in favors, reached out to allies, and now he stood waiting, his heart pounding with anticipation. The doors opened and a figure emerged, causing Sonny's blood to run cold. It was Brad Cooper, a man Sonny had thought he had neutralized years ago. Brad's face was a mixture of defiance and fear, knowing he held the power to bring Sonny's empire crashing down. As the courtroom drama unfolded, Joss and Dex finally reached the safety of the hospital. Dex was taken to the emergency room for treatment, and Joss was left to pace the waiting room, her mind a whirlwind of worry. She glanced at her phone, hoping for news from Kristina's surgery. The minutes ticked by slowly, each one feeling like an eternity. In the operating room, the tension was unbearable. Kristina's condition was worsening, and the baby's heartbeat was growing weaker. Dr. Finn knew they were running out of time. "We need to move faster," he urged his team, sweat beading on his forehead. Suddenly, a miracle happened. A tiny cry filled the room as the baby was delivered. The team worked quickly to stabilize the newborn, their relief palpable. Kristina, exhausted but overjoyed, reached out weakly as the baby was placed in her arms. Tears of happiness streamed down her face as she held her child for the first time. Alexis sobbed with relief, the fear that had gripped her heart finally easing. Sonny, still outside the courthouse, received the news of his grandchild's birth. For a moment, his own troubles faded into the background as he allowed himself a rare smile. But the moment was fleeting. Brad Cooper's testimony loomed over him like a dark cloud, threatening to unleash a storm. Inside the courtroom, the atmosphere was electric. Brad took the stand, his eyes locking with Sonny's. The air was thick with anticipation as he began to speak, his words sending shockwaves through the room. Sonny's allies shifted uneasily, knowing the implications of Brad's testimony. But Sonny remained outwardly calm, his mind racing with possibilities. As the day drew to a close, the chaos at General Hospital began to subside. Kristina and her baby were safe, Joss and Dex had narrowly escaped danger, and Sonny faced an uncertain future. The events of the day had left everyone shaken, but also brought them closer together. In the face of adversity, they had found strength in each other, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there was always hope. The sun set over Port Charles, casting a warm glow over the city. Inside General Hospital, the staff continued their tireless work, unaware of the dramas that had unfolded within their walls. Life went on, and the residents of Port Charles braced themselves for whatever challenges lay ahead. But for now, there was a sense of peace, a brief respite before the next storm.